Before we check in with Dana, check this out. Some deer were out this morning in the snow getting breakfast at Brownville's food pantry, but the feeding got a little territorial. One deer got a little too close to another deer's fawn. The two got on their hind legs. Looked like they were maybe ready to fight it out. All ended all right, though. Whoop, there we go.
Little tumble at the end.
Little tumble. But it's over.
That's right.
Can't blame that one on the ice.
Yeah, there wasn't an ice issue there. By the way, we did a full story on that food pantry for deer. Brianna Bush did that in December, so you can check that out online right now.
Really cool.
Every single time I do the weekend morning show with Leanne, they always put that one up because Leanne and I are obsessed with the deer. So I feel like that was like a little gift for me.
A lot of people tune into that YouTube channel.
They're so cute. But yes, that one deer fell. Can't blame that on the ice because he fell over the trough. But we did have a little bit today, kind of along the coastline, areas inland. You saw in the live camera showed that there was a lot of snow falling today. So we've had a lot going on, and it's only just the beginning. There is another storm coming in for the weekend. We'll get to more details about that one in a minute. But I would say even in the next few hours, the rest of this precip will start to exit out of our region. Right now, areas of northern Maine still seeing some kind of light to moderate snow, and then along the down east coastline, that's where we were able to see some mixed precipitation earlier, some of that sleet and freezing rain and even some plain rain kind of right along the water there. So a lot of precipitation types to talk about if you were along the coast today, and the storm on Sunday will be fairly similar to that. Again, we'll get to that one in just a minute. So snow will last the longest through areas of the county and in the northern mountains. And then tomorrow, I think, is a day that kind of looks deceiving. It'll be a lot of sunshine. It'll look really nice. However, it'll be extremely cold and very windy. Those wind chill temperatures will be quite brisk. Even at the height of the afternoon, most of us will be seeing temperatures in the upper teens to lower 20s. So for your Valentine's Day, definitely a good day to bundle up. And then on Saturday, we'll start the day with some sunshine, but we'll be increasing clouds throughout the day. And that will be ahead of our next system to talk about. And this one will be pretty similar to the one that we saw today with a couple of differences. But if the storm today wasn't enough, we have a lot of wind for tomorrow. Could see wind gusts upwards of 45, even 50 miles per hour in kind of the first half of the day there. Because of that, the National Weather Service has issued a wind advisory for the entire state here. This is for gusts up to 50 miles per hour. So we could see some isolated power outages as well as some blowing snow up north, which may reduce visibility. So for the storm for Sunday, it will likely start kind of very late Saturday night. This is a look at the European model. So Saturday at 10 p.m. for this model here, it's showing snow moving into areas of New Hampshire and southern Maine. And this storm is going to be similar to the one today, except it's going to be a bit stronger. It's also going to be a longer duration storm. So by the time we get to early Sunday morning, snow will have overspread much of the state. This is another one where we're going to have to watch for the location of that rain-snow line, and that's going to determine our precipitation type kind of once again along the coastline here. And then areas inland is where we'll see a lot of that heavier snow. And that system will essentially last the entire day. It'll go from Saturday night all the way through Sunday night. And then on the back end of this system, on Monday, we might see a couple of those mountain snow showers, especially in areas of northern Maine and in the higher elevations. So how much snow are we expecting for this storm? It's going to be a bit more than the one that we saw today. Along the coastline, likely to get about 3 to 6 inches. And then we have a stripe of 6 to 10 inches in areas north of the Lewiston and Bangor areas. And then just like the storm today, up northern Maine is expected to get the most snow here, which would be about 10 to 14 inches. Keep in mind, along the immediate coastline, that's where we're going to be watching for that change to sleet or freezing rain, which could impact our snow totals depending on when we switch over that precipitation. So if you're going to be in northern Maine, that's when you'll get mostly snow. Areas inland will start to snow and then change over to sleet and freezing rain. And then the closer you are to the coastline, that's where you might get all the precipitation types. So a very dynamic storm that we'll be watching for Sunday. So make sure you stick with us for this weekend. Marine forecast sees 3 to 10 feet. Gale warning because of how windy it's going to be tomorrow, especially over the water. So for your Valentine's Day forecast tomorrow, I said it's a day that will look a little bit deceiving because it's going to be very sunny. However, it'll be very cold and windy throughout the entire day. So if you are going to be doing something special, it'll be a little bit cold. Brian and Amanda, if you do have weekend plans, I would say Saturday is definitely the better of the 2 weekend days because Sunday is looking a little messy. We'll have a lot of coverage for that this weekend.
A lot of us will just be staying in place on Sunday. All right, Dana, thank you.